I'm leading the show. Boom. Perfect.
Okay, so boom. In today's society, you can't escape it. It is everywhere. And no, I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about social media.
Oh, yeah.
So, social media, first of all, right? Do you have social media?
Of course.
Duh, right? Duh.
In this day and age, it is a duh.
You're almost a psycho if you don't, right? Like, people look at you weird.
Little Ranjit, 12 years old in India, has a Facebook.
Right.
Everyone's got social media.
Got social media. I've actually been out into like a bar back when I deleted all my social media, and the girl asked for my Snap, and I said I don't have one. She goes, "Oh, that's fine. What's your IG?" I was like, I don't have one, and she literally like walked away from me. And with that being said, though, I was glad that I stuck by my guns, but a little hurtful, right? That was the defining factor. I didn't have social media, just some digits. Digits not good enough?
I think that digits are better.
Hold on. I want to know
what happened to getting a girl's phone number
on a napkin.
Right? Now it's let me get your Snap or let me get your IG.
Well,
that's so dumb.
You know what's really weird about that situation is this. Girls will be fine with like, because I think the premise is I don't want you to have my number. What is the difference between a guy having your number and a guy seeing every single thing that you do on a day-to-day basis?
Right.
Where's the logic?
That's creepier than someone having your number.
Where's the logic in that? I think personally, they're just using guys to follow.
They want their following.
Yeah, they want their following.
And not everyone's out here chasing that clout these days. Everyone wants the following. Everyone wants the followers. Everyone that you meet, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Twitter.
I'm going to have a Tinder just to boost my Instagram.
Exactly. Put my bio is my Instagram and Snapchat, and I never actually respond to anyone, but everyone adds me because I'm cute.
And as dudes, we fall for it
every single time.
Every single time. We are pretty sad.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we could easily boost up ourselves and become kings, but we're peasants out here.
We do it to ourselves.
We're peasants for the pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's so sad.
The PP is peasants for the pussy.
Yeah.
100%.
So, let me get your take, bro. I have my opinions about social media, but I want to hear your opinion. One, okay, so boom. Do you think that social media did us better or worse?
Worse. Hands down.
Why is that?
And here's why. Social media has gotten us all to a point where we just don't actually talk to each other anymore. People will be like, add me on Snapchat. You'll send a few meaningless messages back and forth and then never speak again and follow each other and stalk each other's lives and be more unhappy because other people are doing better than you because it looks like that on their social media.
You guys have a like relationship where you guys go
like each other's
like for like,
follow for follow, like for like,
for the last 5 years.
But you have no substantial relationship. Like you could not call them up if you were in trouble to come get you.
Never.
Ever.
Never. Or like you have that guy that will be like, oh, so beautiful, and then she'll just respond with a heart. Like, she got them hearts on deck.
And the thing is, like, when we have all these boys, or in my case all these girls, commenting or following on your social media, it starts to mean less and less.
It does.
Like, people see that you're getting like 30 girls hitting on you every single post because you comment on each other's posts, and then they're like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worth it. And that prevents you from having a real social interaction, which is messed up.
Yeah. I think that you're absolutely right. I think that there's a trend that a lot of people aren't talking about. Narcissism. People love to misuse narcissism, right? So like, so for instance, if you're a quote unquote toxic dude, they'll just be like, oh, that's a narcissist, right? Here's my take. Narcissism is good in a healthy dose. Because you do
need it for some self-esteem, but you do not need it to the extent that some people have it.
First of all, you are a damn liar if you said that you're not narcissistic at least a little bit if you have social media. All you do all day long is take a lame picture of yourself, or maybe a good picture of yourself. You're taking a picture of yourself and standing by to see those likes rack up. If that is not some form of narcissism, I don't know what is, right? Narcissism in a healthy manner and a healthy dose is good, right? Because, you know, maybe you feel like you're worth something, you know, you're out here, you have an ego, right? Ego's good in a healthy manner. And you're saying narcissism, you're like, okay, I'm doing this for me. I'm looking out for me, number one.
Numero uno.
Numero uno, right? But where's the line? Where do you feel like the line is when it goes from narcissism or like self-love to narcissist, right? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of gray area. Your take.
There is a line. I would say the line happens when the line is crossed when you're so invested in yourself that other people, when they try to be nice to you and give you a genuine opinion or genuine constructive criticism, that you can't take it and you retaliate in a negative and unhealthy way, like a toxic way. You're like, oh, well, if you don't like how I am, then fuck you. Yeah. You know, that's not
and
cool.
And those people be caring what other people say the most. The people that say, I don't care what anybody thinks of me, are the ones that care the most. I guarantee you.
Because I care what other people think about me.
Yeah,
I want people to like me. Not in the worst way, but I would like to put forward a good foot, you know.
You're
always
human.
Always be the best I can be, you know.
We're humans. We want to be liked. We're humans, right? And that's why social media is such a catch, because they prey on that very insecure part of our heart where we're like, I want to be socially validated.
Yes, and the algorithm is totally amplifying this narcissistic trend, because you probably haven't noticed this because you've been off the platforms for a while, but what I've noticed is that as I've changed my own lifestyle and tried to use social media as little as possible and only use it for communication, like if I'm texting a girl to go on a date, or if I'm texting my friends or video conferencing my friends, etc., I don't post as much. And what happens is when you go for long periods without posting, you produce less likes because your post is shown on less feeds at the top. And so what Instagram is doing is it's trying to get you to take as many of these pictures and make as many quality posts, quote unquote, as you can to make other people jealous, and continuously do that, which is producing this narcissism, like, oh, I'm better than you because I take fire pictures with my friends, even though all we do is, our plans is literally to go take pictures and do nothing else. And we don't actually hang out. We go take pictures and then we go home and wait for those likes to accumulate.
My life is actually revolving around what can I do today to post?
Serious. No. And
that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah. And TikTok's the worst. Especially at the beginning, I knew a group of people that it just disgusted me. It was like 5 or 6 friends that I had all known at different points in my life, and they all got some TikTok clout, and it went straight to their heads.
Yes.
And they never knew each other. They found each other on TikTok, and they hung out with each other for the sole purpose of making TikToks and promoting each other's following.
But it's all fugazi. It's all fake.
Yeah.
So a little backstory about me. Like you said, I've been off social media. So I'm not gonna lie, I got addicted to social media. And I knew that because I was sacrificing my real world life, my real world connections. But the biggest reason why I deleted social media was actually because I found myself becoming a narcissist. I noticed things about myself that I wasn't comfortable admitting to myself. I started treating people like they're expendable. And I started to see life and people as almost like an opportunity, right? Like, what would this relationship do for me?
Exactly.
What would this person,
what do they have to offer me?
This person has this many likes. This is lit. I don't even like guy like that.
But I just want him to tag me in his post.
Because he's lit, he's hype. I'm sacrificing myself. And
even if you don't like him, even if you hate his guts sometimes.
So I deleted social media because it reset me.
Right on.
I was becoming so narcissistic. It's disgusting. And even to this day, I'm still reeling from that a little bit. I noticed, I catch myself sometimes becoming a narcissist, and I just have to be honest with it and check it. I have a really wild theory about social media, and this is probably completely fake, but I don't care. It's my theory. So do you remember, do you know about the show The Real World?
I've heard about it. I never watched though.
Okay. Do you know what it's about at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so basically back in the day, right? Back in the day, I think it was like the late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was a group of like 5 to 10 crazy narcissistic people in a house and just let the cameras roll. There was tons of people fighting, there was tons of people hooking up, having sex, cheating, backbiting, scandals, right? Everybody was so, they were like, wow, I've never seen this before on the screens. You know what I mean? Back then, when you saw these narcissistic crazy people on the screens, you knew as a normal person that they were crazy.
And then that was not normal behavior.
But that was not normal back then.
But now
So
it's become a norm.
So hear me out, bro. Hear me out. I think that the real world was stage 1 to see how much we would actually buy into the bullshit.
And how much we could take of it, yo.
The television set became the cell phone. You became the person that was on the television. And now everyone has their own celebrity channel. Now everybody can have their own reality TV show through their social media medium. And now we are the crazy narcissistic hypersexual people that we used to see on the real world.
Yeah.
Just a theory, I don't know, but in my heart of hearts, I feel like there's no coincidences in life, and I feel like it was done on purpose.
Well, you know what? I'm not sure if it's to that extent, and I mean, we may never know.
not.
But I think that there's a very good chance that is a valid theory because, as some of us may or may not know, or as we do know, a lot of our news and media controlled by the same people. It's just one big organization that controls a lot of it, and then there's like a few of them, and they all have goals on how to influence us on a huge platform, like a huge stream. And I think that we really are controlled to some extent by both our government and by people that are extremely rich.
Yes. So have you ever caught yourself becoming a narcissist?
Definitely.
Tell me about it.
Just there's been a few times where I've noticed that I lost my key niceness. People always tell me that I'm one of the nicest people that they've met, and I really appreciate that, and I love hearing that. And a few times in my life, I became so caught up in trying to gain following and trying to put myself out there, create maybe my own brand but not a brand, but being me. You know what I mean? Like everyone else, trying to be a social media influencer. And I wanted that, and I realized that it was making me unhappy, and it was making me mean. It was just making me a mean person.
Right.
I was not hanging out with people that were good for me. I was not spending time doing what I liked. I was just focusing on me. How do I get this for myself? It's for me. This is what I want. I don't care what you want. That's messed up.
Yeah,
that is
absolutely,
messed up.
man. So for me, right, I was becoming narcissist, especially when it came to like, I'm not gonna lie, especially when it came to like women. Like I would become like the type of person where nothing that was in their feelings mattered. Their feelings would never get taken into account. Matter of fact, there was this one time where I ghosted this girl that I met on Tinder, right? And then what happened is that I don't know what, this is after I deleted social media, and I was feeling so much guilt about the situation. So what I did was I dug into that freaking number, and I like was there. I was like, dude, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to, I don't want to message her and apologize, but I did it. And she basically was like, you have no idea how much it means to me that you reached back and apologized, because I was feeling so bad about myself. And when she was explaining that to me, it like reset me. It like woke me up, because these people do have feelings. These people outside of you are affected by you and your decisions. And I'm not perfect. To this day, I'm still reeling from my personal narcissism, but I'm trying my best out here.
You do have
a lot
an effect.
nicer. Yeah, I'm a little bit nicer than what I used to be. I used to be an asshole.
We do have a real effect on other people's lives. And these days, people just don't seem to understand that.
Yeah, I feel like social media made people expendable, and not realizing that we're not expendable. Nobody's expendable.
Everybody's a somebody.
We're doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves and speaks and deals with their friends and interact with their peers.